Thanks, Ewan. It's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Jo Gilbert. She is a spoken word artist and writer from Aberdeen, and she writes in both English and her native Doric. But I think today she's going to give us some traditional Scots. She's had a number of poems and short stories published, so give her a Google, or other search engines are available after this conference, and take a look at some of her work. Her latest commission for Aberdeen Art Gallery will see 3 poems become part of their permanent collection. And we're delighted that Jo has agreed to sum up our 3 conference sessions with a specially commissioned piece for surf, which you'll be lucky enough to hear for the first time today. So over to you, Jo.
Thank you, Emma. And thank you to all the speakers over the course of the 3 days. It's been really interesting, like hearing everybody, and so I was kind of jotting down notes and things, as I'm kind of also from working class background, you know, and when I kind of went back into education later on in life, and I discovered poets like Tom Leonard and Billy Letford, I was like, hold on a minute, so I can write the way that I speak. And that was just such a revelation to me, because there were only very close spaces in which it was permissible to speak my own native tongue. And it just kind of made me wonder how many other folk that maybe wanted to, you know, say something, didn't think they could because their voice isn't considered important enough because of the way that they speak. So that's kind of one of the reasons that I incorporate Doric and Scots into my work a lot. So I hope you like the poem I've come up with. It's longer than I thought, because I've kind of, you kind of speak about this without speaking about lockdown, because there was like obviously a lot of talk, especially in the first day, about how things had affected people and communities. And so I've kind of done a summary of that, and also a little summary of the 3 days, some of the subjects that's been discussed. There's been a lot. So it's a wee bit longer than I thought I would make. But I hope you like it. And if you need any translations, just give me a shout. It's called Gaitherin. Here's us gathering amidst all this. Nobody thought it'd ging on for as long as it is. 3 weeks max, we said. And now there's smiles and dry laughs looking back. Some had to modify as our worlds contracted to 4 was and a daily whack. We'd to rapidly learn new skills, sketch ideas for scratch around limits we'd never imagined. Some had to carry on as afore, hudding the rest of us up. Virtual spaces mushroomed for nayway as we frenzied to cater for Aberdeen, including those excluded for the digital world through age and poverty. And we all went on this journey, whether we liked it or nay. Same destination, different roads, and some of us had better modes of transport than others. Our hands and hearts didn't abide lockdown with our physical selves. We turned to local areas and creative pursuits to see us through. Waves of volunteers for the healings to the lallans rallied round to try and make sure nobody went without. Communities assemble, no person left alone. Let's look after our own for a change. Keep an eye on your neighbours, ask if they're needing anything. Isolation rarely incited inspiration, yet we transformed houses to home offices, dinner tables to desks, bedrooms to makeshift boardrooms. Silent mouths move in wee boxes on Zoom until a surge of shouts erupt for your speakers. You're still on mute, and feeling like a raft dafty when it's you. But seriously, a smile is a win when you're feeling like greeting, and we all needed a lift. Summer brought her lifting, and we heartily welcomed a bit more freedom. Life seemed to open up with summer blooms, some chills brave enough to ging away, some a bit more cautious, thinking mere lockdowns loomed, hiding ahin a bonny blue sky. And when winter bit in, we a' felt her call. Started unraveling like twine on her strain, twisting, twirling, snapping back into restrictions, thinking, oh, nay again. But we a' kept going, kept gathering. Even when gone was a simple act, getting out of your jammies, nae just your top half, or pushing yourself to ging out for a walk. Ony achievement was nae sma of a. And in this gathering, we're all heading in the same direction towards changing. And the strides we've made are staggering, yet there's always more to do. Say money, priorities to pay attention to, people, place, partnerships, planet. Climate crisis, emergency stats in every area of varying degrees. We all see it, and we'll nae hae a future if we dinna address it. Over these 3 days, we've heard fae the policy makers, the money gears, and the grafters on the ground making nothing happen. We've heard how swerving around challenges and parameters in place to protect can sometimes be barriers to getting ahead. And FA's accountable can be a murky path. Local, regional, and national often battle, the buck gets passed from pillar to post, but a one-size-fits-everybody approach doesn't exist. But partnerships and listening are keys to solutions of problems existing on to-do lists for way too long. We vice cause to the gatekeepers for trust, that local folk can fit the need instead of being told or us assuming we do. And it's easy to get frustrated, tired of burling round in circles when some answers seem so obvious, less speaking, more doing. We've a plan, so let's gang and take action. A difference is never made by biding the same or nae being willing to be a part of the change. Yet, some solutions are nae so simple. Still stuck in spaghetti junctions, complex communities with complicated needs, multiplied by so many factors, it makes my head spin just thinking about it, never mind living in it or working in the full swing of it. But we keep going, edging forward, or in gear, belting up braes, constructing bridges, building inroads we can be proud of, chipping awa at the mountain of work still to be done, nae daunted by the sheer volume. And when we ask, what do you need? Answers are rooted in our communities, and we can see the impact that can have. It spurs us to kick mere dents in adversity, level up the playing field for say money. So keep gathering when you need to. Share our learning and our mistakes. Forge a route that gives everybody a chance to say fit they think. And the same opportunities to live. No matter far we are, far we're fae, far we bide, or how we speak.
Thank you so much, Jo. That was absolutely amazing and far beyond what I thought it would be. And I don't think that it just summed up beautifully what we've heard over the past few days, but what everyone has felt over the past 18 months. And I can certainly say I've definitely been that dafty that's still been on mute and been told you're still on mute. That is quite often me. Even after 18 months